range script loaded, you can now press Escape, select Choose Slot and pick your aircraft. The A-29 Bravo has 5 weapons stations, 1 on the fuselage centerline and 4 underwing, and can carry a total of 3,300 pounds of stores. Each pylon features NATO standard lugs and a stores interface unit, which communicates with the stores management system of the aircraft. On its current development phase, the DCS A-29 Bravo can load the following types of bombs: Mark 82, low drag 500 pounds general purpose bomb; M117, 750 pounds general purpose bomb; CBU-97, 1,000 pounds cluster bomb, for anti-armor use; CBU-105, same as CBU-97 but with inertial guidance kit. On this training mission, we will use the Mark 82 and the M117. The CBU-97 and CBU-105, anti-vehicle cluster bombs, will be the subject of a future training mission. For this training mission, we will use a weapons range that uses objects created by the 476th Virtual Fighter Group, and a weapons range script developed by the user Suribob, that will allow you to gauge your accuracy and monitor your progress. On this mission, the predefined load is 4 Mark 82 bombs under the wings, and 1 M117 under the fuselage. We will drop them singly or in pairs, during several passes over the range target, in order to better practice the delivery profile. Perform the passes on a west to east general direction, so that the mission logic can keep track of them. You can make as many passes as you want, while you still have any bombs left. You can access the attack statistics calling up the F10 option of the communications menu. Your aircraft is ready to start the flight. Increase throttle and let the aircraft slowly move forward. Once the aircraft is moving, press the wheel brakes to confirm their operation. Release the wheel brakes and resume the taxi. Be careful of other traffic that may be near you. Good. Now turn left and proceed along the taxiway, towards the runway. Stop just short of the runway and then check that there is no air traffic about to land or take off. Unfortunately, the A-29 Bravo can't make use of the air traffic controller on DCS. If there is no traffic, enter the runway, align on its center and stop there. We are now ready to take off. Let's do a short checklist. 1. Confirm that there are no warnings on the right MFD. 2. Auto rudder. Switch to its engaged position, to enable the automatic rudder trim system, to compensate the propeller torque during takeoff. 4. Set the flaps to their down position, as we are carrying underwing stores on this mission. Five. Set a pitch trim of 0.2 nose up, to have. This completes the takeoff checklist. We are now ready for takeoff. Follow the usual procedure. Hold wheel brakes. Increase throttle to 90% RPM. Check instruments and alert. Use nose wheel steering to maintain directional control and keep the aircraft on the runway's center line. At 105 knots, pull back on the control stick to raise the nose, and allow the aircraft to fly itself off the ground. Liftoff. We are now on the air. Use trim to maintain a steady climb. Once on the air, retract the landing gear, with the G key or by clicking the gear handle. Retract the flaps before reaching 150 knots, using the HOTAS or the F key. You are over waypoint 1. Now, turn right towards waypoint 2. Maintain 200 knots and descend to arrive at the next waypoint at 7,000 feet altitude. The procedure for dropping bombs is as follows. 1. Master arm safety switch knob. Set to live. 2. Late arm switch. Lift its cover, with a right click, and set to on, with the second right click. This enables all the armament launch circuits. 3. On the UFCP, press the A-G button, to activate the air-to-ground mode. 4. Next, press the Baro radar button, to enable the use of the radar altimeter on the targeting computations, improving accuracy. You can tell it is enabled, because the HUD will show CCIPR and the CCIP drop line will appear on the HUD. The small circle, at the end of the drop line, marks the impact point of the bomb. The X over this circle means that the computer has not yet attained a valid firing solution. You will have to place the aircraft on a dive of at least 35 degrees, and when a valid altitude is reached, the X will disappear. Then you have to maneuver the aircraft, such that the impact point circle is directly over the desired target, and at that moment press the weapon release button on the stick. We will use the Stores Management System page, on the left MFD, to configure our weapons. Click on the highlighted SMS button. As we have previously selected air-to-ground mode on the UFCP, the SMS automatically shows the A-G. The highlighted button allows you to toggle amongst the various weapons carried. On this case you can toggle between the 4 Mark 82 and the single M117. Try it. The selected weapons will be enclosed by a box. Select the Mark 82s and press spacebar to continue. This is the release mode. It can be set to single or pairs. For this mission we will use single, in order to make as many passes over the target as possible. Pairs can only be used with the underwing stations. This is the ripple quantity. It is used when you want to drop several bombs in sequence. Ripple is quantified in pulses, so if you have selected that pairs are to be released, then 0-2 pulses would release 4 bombs in 2 groups of 2 bombs each. This is the ripple interval, expressed in meters between each ground impact. For example, if you set it to 50 meters and drop 5 bombs, they would form an impact line of 200 meters on the ground. Here you arm the bomb fuses. Each bomb can have a nose and a tail fuse. The options are nose, tail, nose plus tail, and safe, for when you need to drop them outside the combat area. Finally, here you set the delivery mode to be used for releasing these bombs. Click on the button, to see all the available modes. CCIP Constantly Computed Impact Point. Requires a greater than 40 degrees dive delivery and enabling the radar altimeter, for proper accuracy. CCRP Continually Computed Release Point. Requires designating the target by placing a waypoint over it. Allows weapon delivery using level, dive or toss bombing, the pilot flying on a straight line and the weapon computer determines the release point. Manual mode, using a predefined sight depression value, which depends on the dive angle, speed and release altitude. DTOS Dive Toss. It is used to throw away the bomb as far as it is possible, to evade or to prevent entering in the engagement zone of a threat. Not implemented yet. During this training mission, we will use CCIP. So, be sure to have that selected and then click on A-G, to return to the main SMS page. We have reached waypoint 2. Turn right to enter the weapons range on a easterly heading. The bombing target circle is identified by a long arrow that points at it on a 90 degrees direction. Don't head directly to the target, or the nose of your aircraft will hide it. Instead, fly to a heading just to the right or left of the target, such that you can barely see the target looking towards the side of the nose. Keep an altitude of at least 6,000 feet. Once the target is near the point where the canopy frame joins with the fuselage, it is time to begin our dive towards the target. Roll the aircraft until almost inverted and pull on the stick to dive. Reduce throttle, extend air brake. Keep the target in sight and reverse the roll once it's in front of you. Keep the CCIP line aligned on the target. Wait until the X disappears and then quickly place the dot over the target and then press the weapon release. Pull back on the stick to exit the dive and climb back up. Retract the air brake and increase throttle. Good pass. Turn right 180 degrees, towards a westerly heading, and perform another pass. Start climbing back to at least 7,000 feet. Check the SMS to confirm that there is a bomb selected for the next pass. Good pass. Turn right 180 degrees, towards a westerly heading, and perform another pass. Start climbing back to at least 7,000 feet. Check the SMS to confirm that there is a bomb selected for the next pass. You have no more bombs left. You should now navigate towards waypoint 4, to return to Anapa Air Base. Deactivate the armament, with this procedure. 1. Master arm safety switch knob. Set to safe. 2. Late arm switch. Set to off, and close its cover. 3. On the UFCP, press the nav button, to change mode back to navigation. You can check your range results by calling up the communications menu. Select F10. Other. Then select F2. Range. Finally, click F3. My bombing results. Unfortunately, the A-29 Bravo and DCS can't communicate with ATC. You must use the F10 map to be aware of other air traffic that may be flying near Anapa. Press spacebar once you have checked the F10 map. You have reached waypoint 4. Reduce speed and altitude. Turn right 90 degrees, towards Anapa. Since you can't contact Anapa's ATC to request landing, check the F10 map to confirm there is no other air traffic near the runway. Perform a visual landing. down. Press Escape if you want to exit the mission now. This is taxiway C. Proceed forward to apron 2. Park on spot number 23. Well done, this is spot number 23. You have finished this training mission. Press spacebar to exit the mission.